Welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is Dawn Huffy. I am the owner of Liberty Belle Coaching, and my life coaching certifications came through the Brave Thinking Institute. Today is February 1st of 2023, and this is the day that my special that I'm offering begins. I am offering 25% off on my Compassion Key packages. And you may be wondering, what can Compassion Key technique do for me? What is this technique all about? Well, to begin with, I just want to tell you that I got my practitioner certification for Compassion Key last year. It has been very life-changing for me and for the people that I work with. What the Compassion Key technique is all about is finding the parts of us that were wounded in our childhood. It's generally in our childhood where we get the wounding. And the trauma that happens to us is so devastating, it's so startling, it's so overwhelming that we simply cannot process through it all the emotions about it, and they get frozen in us, they get stuck in us. I want to give you an example of what this might be like. Let's say that when you were 8, okay, this is a severe example, but it is a deep trauma that somebody might go through. Say that you're 8 years old and your dad doesn't come home. He leaves you and your mom and your siblings forever. You never see him again. You're 8. You don't understand why this happened. You don't know what was going on. And you have so many different emotions going on and you don't know how to process through them. More than likely, no one is there to help you process through them because they're all going through their stuff in the family. And all of these emotions get stuck inside of you. Now, what happens then is that a pattern forms. One emotion that, of course, would be a good guess that would get stuck in you is abandonment. So you feel abandoned by your dad. He left you. So this starts the pattern of abandonment. Now, people talk about getting triggered. I talk about getting triggered. What does that mean? So as an adult, you're this 8-year-old, version of yourself that's all grown up. And let's just talk about what a triggering might look to you with this abandonment pattern. Let's just say you're going to the grocery store and you see somebody that is a friend of yours and you haven't seen them in a while, and you say hi to them and they just are so, they don't even hear you, they don't see you, and they're whisking by you, and you get triggered. Your abandonment pattern gets triggered. Like, why doesn't she say hi to me, and what did I do, and what happened, and why is she mad at me? And you get into this spiral of all of these thoughts and emotions. This is what we call getting triggered. This can throw you off for days. It can throw you off for weeks. It can really pull you down into all of that wounding, and there you are, swirling around in all of that wounding, and you don't really understand why you got so upset. Why did you overreact? And maybe eventually you think, well, she was looking at her phone and she probably didn't even hear me. But in the meantime, you had a lot of pain that surfaced with that triggering. So what the Compassion Key technique does is that it helps you, I help you as the practitioner, is to go and search out these wounded parts of you, this 8-year-old part of you. And many of us have multiple wounds, especially if we're sensitive. If we are emotionally sensitive, we have lots of these wounded parts of us. Yes. So it is a simple process. It is not an overwhelming thing to do. It's actually much simpler than what you could ever imagine. And the healing is immediate for that wounded part through that process. Let's talk a little bit about how I do the session. I will do the session over Zoom. If you simply cannot do Zoom, you don't feel comfortable with Zoom, we can do it over the phone, but I prefer to do it over Zoom. Then I can see you, you can see me, there's more of a connection there. Of course, you can do it in person, but more than likely it's done over Zoom. That way you're in your home, I'm in my home. It's just an easy way to do the process. Okay, so let me check my notes to see if there's anything that I missed that I wanted to tell you about. Let's see. Okay, I do have packages of the Compassion Key. I do packages because if you want just a one-time session, it's really not enough, okay? Yes, we can heal one or two wounded parts of you, but I want you in a container of support for an extended period of time. So I have packages of 4, 8, 12, and 16 sessions. They generally last around an hour. And the sessions, if you get my information, if you want my information, I'll send it to you. It's sold in minutes so that you receive every minute that you pay for, because sometimes a session may be 45 minutes, sometimes it may be an hour and 10 minutes. So I don't want to short you or long me on either end. So you will utilize all your minutes in the packages. And the sessions are sold in 1 hour sessions or 60-minute increments. Hope that makes sense. If you need more clarification on that, just simply ask me. This special is running for 2 weeks, from February 1st through February 14th. I would so love to help you. If this really is speaking to you and your intuition is saying, I want to do that, I want to do that, take the action step required, and that's getting in touch with me. Follow your intuition. Resources, opportunities, ideas will come in to help you get to the point of I'm with you in a Compassion Key session. All right. I think that's everything that I wanted to tell you today. And remember, it is next to impossible to find and heal these wounded parts on your own. They are so well hidden from us. They're hidden. They're running on automatic. They've been running on automatic for years. And so for us to find them on our own is literally impossible, or next to it. Never say impossible, right? All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you.